Welcome, this is not legal advice. I am your host, TINLA, and this is the June 2026 forecast for our friends that have Virgo in their sun, rising, or moon placements. Take it as it resonates, and let's talk about what the general energy is for my Virgo folks. Like, share, subscribe, and let's get going. Okay, you got two cards. We got Tiger and Hawk. All right, so let's find out what that is all about. The Tiger and the Hawk. Okay, a lot of what appears to be, I believe that's earth energy, like yourself. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's, oh, excuse me, fire. So you're doing a lot of action this this time in June of 2026. All right, so we've got Tiger. Lunar force, ease in darkness, and feminine energy. The tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend some time in silence this evening, drinking in the potent calm. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. When in balance, passionate, strong, and sensual. When out of balance, overstimulated. And to bring into balance, candle gazing. Okay, and let's take a look at the Hawk, which is surprisingly a fire instead of an air, but whatever. Where are we, Hawk? Oh, you know what? It is an air. I just didn't see the little line there. Bear with me. So maybe there's some things that you're missing, like some clues that have been dropped in your area that, like in your life, that you're just not seeing completely. Anyway, watchful, all-seeing messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. That sounds very Virgo, not gonna lie. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, sees clearly, intuitive. When out of balance, sees too much, suspicious. To bring into balance, perspective shift. Okay? All right, so I'm seeing a lot with the intuition, that divine feminine energy. Let's take a look at what the theme is, though, so we can figure out how these apply to you, Virgo folks, in June of 2026. What is the theme for my Virgo folks? Okay, we got waning crescent, and let's find out what that's about. Waning crescent. There it is. Resting and meditating. The waning crescent is the last phase of the lunar cycle and one that marks a time of resting. There is no work to be done at this time and no actions that need to be taken. You should only be focusing on letting your mind and body relax and rest. Get some sleep, meditate, and try to let your mind break free from its normal chatter. And if I'm not mistaken, that would be right around, by the way, just before June 14th, I think would be the waning crescent here. Anyway, if you've pulled this card in a reading, it's time to take a break. Put down your phone, put away your cards, and let yourself relax into the void of your subconscious mind. Aggressively pushing forward can only get you so far. Sometimes the best course of action is complete and total inaction. Give yourself permission to rest and allow your subconscious mind to manage the anxiety and stress you've been trying so hard to dominate. When you wake up from your sleep, your mind will be free, clear, and open to new ideas. There is no rush because there is no finish line. Enjoy a little downtime. So I know it's hard, my Virgo folks, to not want to seek perfection at all times, but here we are. Spirit is saying, look, you've got the intuition, you've got the sight, but don't get so caught up in everything you know that you forget to rest. Maybe take a break, take a beat, and let us find out then what is going on more specifically in life, love, and career for the Virgos in my audience in June of 2026. What's going on? Life, love, career for my Virgos, please. Spirit, life, love, career for my Virgos. What is going on? Okay, we've got the Tower, big change in life. Okay, tell me more. What's going on? Page of Pentacles, starting something new. One more on life, generally. And the Ace of Cups, which is an outpouring of love. So what this is telling me is you are experiencing some serious changes in June of 2026 in terms of starting something new, in particular with love. But you're also a little suspicious of whatever's coming in this month. Like, you have been through it, and maybe you're just rebuilding now. You know, in terms of like love, you have, or even your career, you have been through it. And again, you're rebuilding, you're starting new, like you're just getting going, but you're suspicious. As much as you want to pour out that cup of love, you are just, again, very suspicious. And I think Spirit's saying, look, calm down, you know, in the best possible way. Calm down. Just relax. Stop stressing over it. You've got this. Follow your heart and your nose, but that's Fruit Loops. Anyway, all right, in career, excuse me, love specifically, 3 of Pentacles. All right, and we've got the 10 of Cups and this Knight of Pentacles wanted to show up. And what this is saying is that in your love life, it's almost like you're in love with your career this month. Like, you're really getting some recognition that you've wanted for some time with this 3 of Pentacles. Like, you really are like connected to your career. Like, you see that as a source of happiness and affection. And the Knight of Pentacles, like, you're going to get some kind of information that is showing you that your hard work is paying off. But again, this was the area where I was asking about love, right? So it's almost like you're focusing on your career instead of focusing on love. Like, you're feeling something new, you're feeling something different, you want to pour your heart out, but instead of doing that, you're shifting back and away from actual love and into your career. So since you seem so hell-bent on talking about career, let's do that next. What is up with the career for my Virgo folks in June of 26? I'm getting a sense of success, but let's figure it out more. What is going on with my Virgo folks in June of 26? What is going on? What is going on June of 26 with my Virgos? All right, we've got the 3 of Cups. All right, let's take a look. More detail, please. More information. The 8 of Swords. And the Knight of Swords. Okay, so in your career, you almost feel like there's competition in the workplace. There's somebody you're dealing with, you're working with, that is giving you a run for your money. Maybe it's a coworker, or even maybe a supervisor that's undercutting you, but they got you up in your head. You know, they got you wondering, am I good at my job, really? Am I actually as good at my job as I think I am? And it's causing you to like dig your heels in even more with respect to this. You're actually building alliances in the workplace there to help cope with this. We have 2 3s also. So, you know, you're very much thinking in your mind. Of course, you're thinking in your mind, because duh. But like, you really want to know the truth. Like, just, you want to tell this person that you have suspicions about, like, just say it already. Just freaking say it to my face, right? Because you've been out here working it and killing it. You've made this job your life, in a sense. And now you're all up in your head because somebody is messing with you. Somebody is interfering or challenging or is trying to make themselves look better for you, or excuse me, than you. And it's saying, like, build some alliances here and, you know, start looking at things differently with that Tower, right? Start looking at things like you're doing it for the love of the game now, not just for the money. Can I get some advice, please, for the June 2026 period for my Virgos? Advice, please, Spirit. Give me a card or 2 on advice, please. Thank you. 1 more, maybe. Thank you. I got 2 more. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the 3 of Swords. So what that's telling me is it would absolutely break your heart if you couldn't pursue your career that you love so much with passion. Like you would, if you had to like quit or step down, or if somebody were better than you at it, like your heart's really in this job. Like, yes, you have love for people, but this month your focus is all about like on your job. And it's saying to me, you know, want to keep pursuing that with all the passion you've had before, and it would break your heart to think that that's not going to be able to happen. Like, what if this person outshines me, kind of thing. And what I'm getting is, if we go back to the, you know, the very beginning with this hawk and tiger and waxing crescent, it's like, don't get so caught up in the details. You know, see the bigger picture. Try to see it as clearly as you can. Don't, you know, embrace your intuition and your, you know, your divine energy here, and get yourself some rest. Like, if you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and get stuck in your head like this, you're not going to see the progress that you want to see. You're not going to like this person that is your sort of workplace rival is going to succeed. And you don't want that. I don't want that for you. I just want y'all to be happy. So that's what I got for you in June of 2026. Thank you for joining me, my Virgo friends, and I hope you have a beautiful day.